It is time to get my fucking workout on. Time to get my workout on. You feel me? Yeah, I'm motivated, nigga. You know, it's cold out here, man. I still gotta work out though. I still gotta work out. No rock star, just bare bones, bro. Got to. Sometimes you gotta just work out on an empty stomach. Shit. That's how you get a six pack, man. I looked in the mirror today. I was like, oh shit, my six pack is coming back, nigga. Yeah, Cat X in this motherfucker. You feel me? You know, we working out early today because I gotta get down there and fire a sign later. You know, you gotta do it, baby. We gotta do it. And we gotta get some new shoes too. Fuck. We gotta get some new shoes. New shoes. And ambition is a must-have, bro. Ambition is a must-have, bro. You gotta be a hungry go-getter, bro. The key is to never quit. That's the key, man. You know what I'm saying? Ambition, a lot of dudes don't have it because I don't think I think that for some dudes, their legacy is not important to them. You feel what I'm saying? That's why a lot of guys lack ambition. They're lazy. They don't want to get out here and chase that bag. And they lack it, bro. They lack the ambition. You feel what I'm saying? I'm something different, though. You feel me? I'm a different type of animal. Now that I'm Cat X, nigga, I'm a different kind of animal. You feel me? I've been ambitious since I was born, bro. I just got distracted by women. You see, you can't let women distract you, bro. That's why I'm like, I don't want to get involved with boobs right now. Cause I can step on the pedal and get involved with boobs, you feel me? You know. Nigga, I can get involved. It ain't no motherfucking thing to me, you feel me? But my thing is survive, man. That's all it is. Ambition is called, it means that you gotta survive. You feel me? The hell's on my eyebrow? You know what I'm saying? Ambition means I gotta survive no matter what situation you put me in. I gotta survive. You know, that's why they call capoeira the art of survival. You know what I'm saying? Because you get put on this earth, it's up to you to survive, man. It's not up to you to lie down and rot, bro. It's up to you to lie down. I mean, it's up to you to get out there and survive, man. You feel me? Gotta lie down. Rock, hell no. Never. Never lay down and rock. I'm always up early in the morning, man. You feel me? Yeah, I just ain't gonna drink Rockstar no more, man. That's all it is. You feel me? So my thing is in life, bro, you can't afford to be lazy, man. A lot of guys, they don't understand that you gotta grind, you gotta hustle, man. You feel me? You know, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta get in the mix. You gotta fucking strive to survive, man. Because if you don't, you're just gonna have a horrible life, bro. You know? I mean, why not take some years and just chase the bag? You feel what I'm saying? Why not? It's gonna pay off in the end. I promise. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I promise it'll pay off in the end. Let me see if I got some more food for these Got these buds. No. Nope. No more foot. No more foot for you. Sorry, guys. You feel what I'm saying? They go crazy for chips, man. They love chips. So that's what you got to do, man. You got to stay on your hustle, man. I get up every single morning at 6 o'clock, bro. I don't like lie around, bro. I'm up and busy throughout the day, man. I'm not just chilling. You feel me? You know, motherfuckers, they just let the years go by. They play video games all the time, and there's nothing wrong with playing video games, bro. But there's a there's a time for everything, man. You can't just waste your years going by playing video games all day long. In this harsh ass weather, you gotta keep your lips moist. They get chapped. Them motherfuckers hurt. Chapped lips hurt, man. You know. I ain't got no bread left, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see. Do I get any food left? No, I don't. Sorry. I don't remember having anything. Oh, I got this. Yeah, I got this. Ooh. I got some onions in for y'all. I gotta have this. My memory is all bad. Yeah, that's all I got, man. Yeah, I ain't got nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So, look, nobody's online but me. I'm up. I'm up and at 'em. I'm up to chase the bag again. I ain't gonna stop until I get me my bag. Yeah, you feel me? You know. Yeah, I ain't got no more food for you guys. Sorry. So every man got to have ambition up out here. You feel me? Like if a man ain't got ambition, bro, he ain't gonna never accomplish anything in life. You feel what I'm saying? You know. Sorry, Doc, I don't have anything. See, I don't have anything. I mean, seagull. I called it a duck. I ain't got nothing, man. Sorry. You guys are still hungry, but I ain't got nothing. That crow. You know, you just gotta think like this, man. As long as you stay on your paper chase, bro, eventually you will cross the finish line and you will live a happier life, bro. It's all about living a happier life and not being stuck in one spot for the rest of your life. There are niggas out here that are doomed, bro. He succeed, he finished. You know what I'm saying? Heem Secede is done for, bro. Short ball guy, he's done. These men need the bag, bro, more than any man in the world. These guys, they can try to look smacks all they want to. He can see he can try to lose weight, but that's not gonna help him, bro. He'll still be sub 5. You feel what I'm saying? Losing weight is not gonna help he succeed, but it'll help him get a sub 5 woman if he loses some weight. Because you can't have like a bunch of struggles going on. You sub 5 and you overweight, man, you are done for, bro. You are finished. You feel me? You are done. You know, and then you're gonna need the bag on top of that. These guys, the bag is their only hope. If they don't get the bag, we talking about a lifelong suffering, like until the day that they die. They're gonna suffer. You feel me? They're gonna suffer for the rest of their life if they don't handle their business, bro. The years are going by, and you gotta understand the years are going by quick, man. And 5 years pass by so goddamn quick. And you could be in your situation, or be out of your situation within 5 years of chasing the bag. Feel what I'm saying? As long as you keep going, bro, I'm telling you, as long as you keep going, you'll be out. Whatever situation that you in. You feel me? Whatever situation that you're in, you gonna be out of it. I could check my bag and see if I can find something for you guys. Because you guys are still hungry. No. Yeah, I ain't got no more food, guys. I'm looking. No. Sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know a lot of guys, they're not into self-improvement, but what choice do you have, though? I mean, damn. Are you going to stay in that situation to rot for the rest of your life? Or are you going to get out here and get this bag and get out of the situation that you're in, bro? You feel what I'm saying? You know. You feel me? So you cannot be in the situation that you're in for the rest of your life, man. Don't ever do that. You know, look at Mr. 27 years. He sat back and he let all them years pass by. He let all those years pass by, you feel me? And now he's talking about it's in God's hands. I'm like, really? You talking about it's in God's hands and you've been single for 27 years? Man, I told you, there is no God out here, bro. You are the God. You take control of your own destiny, bro. Don't sit back and let a fake-ass, invisible, non-caring God, okay? Don't wait for that shit, bro. Take action on yourself, bro. Take action right now. You know what I'm saying? You need to get out of the situation right now. But it's already too late for Mr. 27 years. He will die old and alone. That's his fate. He chose that fate, though, by being lazy. By not chasing the bag, bro. He chose it. And I don't want to feel, you know what, bro? I don't feel sympathy for motherfuckers who are not out there chasing money, who are not out there trying to better themselves. If they're not trying, then I don't feel bad for them. And they'll get on here and they'll have a pity party. They'll upload one video after the next talking about how bad it is and how I'll never have a family. That's what some of these black pillar videos be talking about, bro. You feel what I'm saying? How I'll never have a family. I'll never, Christmas is a bad time. For the single men, yeah, it is. That's a big ass ego right there. You know, you feel me? Like, and then they cry about the situation and they never want to get out of the situation, bro. Look, he didn't succeed. He didn't succeed. Me and him was fat at the same time. Okay? You know, me and him was fat at the same time, bro. I lost the weight. He didn't. He stayed the same. When I first started watching He Succeed, bro, I was fat and out of shape. And that's why I started following him. You know, but then I started gym maxing, using steroids, and then I didn't watch him no more after that. I didn't need to, because I was getting all that attention from females. Let me tell you, when I'm at low percentage body fat, bro, females pay attention, bro. When I'm at a higher body fat percentage, I'm invisible. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to keep the weight under control. That's why I'm fasting right now. I'm about to work out right now. You feel me? I'm about to work out right now. I just said hi to Boobs. She was outside taking the orders and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just said hello and goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to work out. I got to keep her interested. I got to keep Boobs interested. You know what I'm saying? Boobs wouldn't like me if I blew up like 30 pounds heavier, bro. Like, come on, man. Let's get real, bro. Me blowing up 30 pounds heavier, bro, I'll be invisible to her. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about the survival of my genetics, bro. That's what I care about, bro. A lot of niggas don't care about that. They don't care about the survival of their genetics. They rather lie down and rot. I'm like, nigga, how could you not care about having a family? Don't you want to go out there and better yourself and get the bag? No. Why? Because they don't want to hustle. They lazy. You know, they don't want to get off their ass and get the money, man. That's what it all boils down to. Some of these black pillars, they lazy. They haven't chosen the field, and you think women's supposed to choose you being broke, sub 5, and all that going on? Bro, you can't have all them struggles going on. Like that one dude said in the video a while back. I forgot. I was looking at a video about heightism or whatever, and this guy, he was 5'6". He was saying the same thing I was saying. He was saying that, no, I can't afford to be broke, can't afford to be poor, I can't afford to be fat. That's on the real. Meaning that your ass gotta get up and you gotta work the fuck out so you can get women in your life. So you can keep females interested. You feel what I'm saying? If you're short, if you're 5'6", you got to go out there and get money and gym max and all that other shit, bro. 5'6" is fucking goddamn short. That's like, man, that's 3 inches up under me, man. That's like, that makes a difference, bro. Just 3 inches makes a difference, bro. Trust me, it does. The 6-footers, you know what I'm saying, in between the 5'9" and the 6-footers, there's a whole lot of a difference, okay? But a lot of cats don't get that, bro. I think they don't want to be ambitious. They don't want to go out there and start a career. They don't want to do that. Why? Because they're lazy. I'm just gonna say that, man, for real. They're lazy. No, we're not lazy, bro. We're not lazy. Well, how come we not going after that money, man? How come you not getting up and applying yourself to these corporations and these fields that's out here, bro? How come you're not chasing jackpots? You're lazy to do that? I know motherfuckers who are so lazy, they don't want to chase jackpots. And all you got to do is turn your numbers in every single day, man. They don't want to do that. I got motherfuckers out here that they're not even doing that. They're doing nothing about their situation. Zero, zilch. And then they get on the internet and then they complain about their situation. But I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. Because you're not doing nothing about it. I can see if you was out there doing something about your situation that you're in right now, and I could feel some pity, I could feel you. I'd be like, okay, he out there hustling, but he lonely, but he out there getting that bag, but he lonely. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had a woman in a while, but I could sympathize with you. And when I know you in school, or I know you chasing jackpots, or I know you out there chasing a acting career or something like that, and you're lonely and stuff, then I can sympathize. But if you're not doing any of that and you're crying about your situation, I don't want to hear it. Because you're not trying to, what the hell? A fucking bird popped me in the head, bro. that bird popped me in the head, bro. with a rock. Wow. You feel what I'm saying? Something hit my fucking head, bruh, and I looked up, and the bird was right there. The seagull. I guess he had a rock in his beak or something, and he hit me with it. Yeah, so back to what I'm saying, man, I don't feel pity for you. Because you'll say, well, I'll be a single for the rest of my life. Yeah, if you don't get out there and get the bag, money will draw women to you, bro. Don't let nobody tell you that it won't. But some niggas gotta become millionaires in order for women to deal with them like that. That's the crying truth about a lot of guys. And I told you, you got two options. You could take the road where you'll only be in that situation for the next 5, 10 years or whatever, or you could take the road that's gonna lead you down to a lifelong suffering. Which one are you choosing? I know I'm choosing the 5 or 10 year sentence. I'm not choosing no life sentence, bro. So a lot of guys, they got it twisted. They think that a heavenly angel is gonna come out of the sky and help them and give them a leg up, out of that situation that they in, man. Out of the struggle. That's never gonna happen in a billion fucking years. I could give a fuck. A lot of motherfuckers, they think that Armageddon is on the way, God is gonna come back and destroy the devil and live happily ever after. I'm like, what type of bullshit is this? My mama died thinking that. She thought that the new system was gonna come. God's judgment was gonna, I can't even talk. God's judgment is gonna show up. Armageddon gonna come. Jesus gonna come out of the sky with a sword in his mouth and riding on a horse, and a bunch of angels in the background riding on horses with swords. Like, that shit is bullshit, bro. My mom died thinking that way, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they'll tell you straight up in them fucking kingdom halls and churches, they'll tell you Armageddon is on the way. God and Jesus are gonna return. I'm like, when did God leave? When did Jesus leave? Why did he leave you here with the devil? You see, to me, that's not love. To leave me here with the devil, that's not love, bro. That's cruel. You feel what I'm saying? They'll tell you, oh, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I love myself, and I'm gonna succeed in life, whether you like it or not. You feel what I'm saying? And all the complaining for the black pillars out there, man, all the complaining about the situation, it's not gonna do anything. You feel me? And they're literally, they'll keep uploading video after video. You feel what I'm saying? They'll keep on uploading after one video at a time, just, oh, it's bad right now. I ain't had a woman in so long. Yeah, nigga, because it's highly competitive. You don't understand that part. What don't you understand that you gotta get out here and compete, man? What part of that don't you understand? You have to get out here and compete, just like everybody else. All the other men, they're competing against you. Every time they enroll in school, they're competing. Anytime they get a jackpot, they're competing. Anytime they go for a movie role, you know, they're competing. You know, audition. Every time they audition, they're competing. So it's like, and like, yeah, and that's good. Like, you're competing for a part to play them in the movies shit, man. You know, you feel what I'm saying? So and you're doing the best that you can. You feel what I'm saying? But I got no sympathy for the motherfuckers that sit back and let 1 year go by, 2 years go by, 3 years go by, 10 years go by, 27 years go by, and didn't do nothing about the situation. So I'm like, I don't feel sorry for that. I'm sorry. I can't find no sympathy. You didn't do nothing throughout the whole entire life, bro. And you sat back and you fucking let years just pile up and didn't do nothing, and then you expect me to give you sympathy? No, fuck you. What's up with it, Captain Commander? You know? What's up with it? Oh, did I? Yeah, I correct that bitch, man. She came over here talking that shit, man. Somebody called the cops on her, and she thought that I did it or I set her up. I'm like, bitch, what you talking about, man? You came out here just roasted me for no reason. So you yelled at me for no reason at all. She thought, like, okay, so the cleaner people come every Monday. And I forgot that they show up. And I didn't think that the cleanup people was going to call the police on her. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the cleanup people. She was yelling at somebody and screaming at the top of her lungs. You know what I'm saying? So the cops were called. And then she come and take it out on me? Man, come on, man. Yeah, I'm going to keep my distance from her, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell her straight up again. I'm like, look, I don't appreciate you yelling at me for something that you did. You was yelling at, I heard you yelling at the top of your lungs. She was yelling at the top of her lungs, I mean. Yeah, the cops are going to call if you are screaming bloody murder in the middle of the fucking parking lot or across the street from the library. You know what I'm saying? Then she came to come blame it on me. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I guess she thought the cleaner people called the cops on her. I'm like, man, I didn't know. You know, usually they let you pack up your shit and leave. You know what I'm saying? She got all that shit with her, bro. She out there taking care of a cat that she can't really afford to take care of. Somebody dropped her a cat and she took it. I was like, nah, I would have took her. Like, I would have been like, nah, I got enough dogs and cats to fucking worry about. I don't need that extra cat right now. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, she's fucking dumb, bro. I'm just not going to hang out with her no more, man. Keep my distance, man. No more pizza and shit, man. That's out. You know what I'm saying? She fucked that up, being hella stupid. I'm going to tell her straight up. You didn't have to yell at me like that. I mean, damn. You didn't go to jail. The police were called, and then they left. Why come out and talk that shit? Yeah, the bitch was drunk. You see what I'm saying? And she was tweaking. You were tweaking. And she gonna come and disrespect me while I'm laying down. Okay, whatever. It's all good. Don't even get me started. So yeah, so all the black pillars, man, you guys gotta understand this shit is gonna last your whole entire life instead of like 5 years. You know, it should take you about 5 years to reach your goal, man. 5 to 10. See what I'm saying? And get on your goal, get on your paper chase, and realize that okay, yeah, I'll be here for the next 5 years, but eventually, when I get that money, I'm gonna be out. Because once you get the money, then you're out of your situation, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Once you get the money, you're out. Because then women are gonna draw to you like flies to shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come up to you like bees to honey, bro. Because you got that money. You feel me? And then it separates you from all the other guys. You know, because not every single man has the bag. You feel what I'm saying? That's why it would be a lot easier for you to get a woman. Now you see, now you say, well, even with money, it's hard. But I'm like, how much money do you have? You know, it depends. Like if you got only 100 grand in the bank, that's not gonna do shit, bro. Like this one guy a while back, I think it was a couple of years back, he was like, hey bro, they don't even really care about money, bro. I got like 100 grand in the bank. I'm like, that's not no real money, bro. That's not enough to take care of a family long term. That's not stability, bro. Stability is when you are working in Hollywood and you got millions coming in every single year and your shit is solid. You feel what I'm saying? And your job is acting, okay? Stability is when you got a really good job and you got skills and shit to pay the bills. Even if you lose a job, you can pick up another one really quickly. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got skills. You know, that's stability, bro. Even if you get fired from the job, they can't fire your skills. You feel what I'm saying? Stability is fucking when you go overseas and you got a pension. You know what I'm saying? Something that's stable. Coming in every single Friday or every other Friday. You know, that guy David Campbell, he's an old cripple, so he got that SSI check or cripple check or whatever, and that's coming in for the rest of his life, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's stability, bro. When you got money coming in for the rest of your life, and you don't have to worry about struggling. You feel what I'm saying? You spent years out of your life chasing that bag. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of guys ain't struggling. A lot of guys ain't stable. You know, just because you got 100 grand in the bank, don't mean that women are gonna flock to you. Yeah, they'll flock to you until that 100 grand is gone, and then it's over with. It's a done deal. You know what I'm saying? You can even act like you're rich with 100 grand. Just go buy a Fit, rent a Lambo. You know, rent a Lambo for about a week or two or whatever. Put on some nice clothes and some bling, and women will flock to you. But that 100 grand, it can run out, man, and it will. You know, you live like that for 6 months, that 100 grand is gone. And then women will be gone too. And that's why you got people out here that become millionaires and billionaires, and they want to stay rich. Like Diddy, even though his character, I mean, Diddy's not really a good person, really. But what he did, I'm talking about what he did to get stability and make sure he stays rich. He did a lot of investments in Ciroc, clothing lines. Okay, he kept on investing. He kept on investing. He kept on investing, bro. That's how he stays rich. He's gonna be rich for the rest of his life. He was a billionaire until this case happened, you know, with Cassie. But he's still worth like what, 400 million, 500 million or some shit like that, because he was wise with his money. He wasn't just fucking it off like a lot of sports athletes be doing and shit like that. They fuck their money off and they end up broke, struggling, and the women leave, bro. I'm like, why would you like fuck all your money off knowing that the women are gonna leave if you fuck it off? I guess guys, some motherfuckers think that their sports entertaining days are gonna last forever and shit. This is how I'm gonna make my money forever. Until that retirement time comes and they ain't got no money, and then they're broke. It's like, nah, man. It's okay to splurge your money. You feel what I'm saying? But you also gotta invest it. What did Dr. Dre say? He said, man, I take some money, I'll fuck it off, and then I'll take the other type of money that I got, and I'll put that into some investments. What did he invest in? He invested in earphones, you know what I'm saying? It made him a motherfucking billionaire, bro. Same thing with Ray J too, even though he's not a billionaire, but he's still worth $30 million. He invested his money in earphones. or earbuds or whatever, and they're doing quite well, by the way. You know what I'm saying, in the stores and stuff. So that's how he really making his money. So he's able to drop a couple of racks on some hookers and shit, or some prostitutes, what they be talking. They be claiming he be doing this shit, and some strippers, you know. And he's still living good. He got stability. Them earphones are selling like hotcakes, and they've been doing well. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I don't know if the shit that he did with his girlfriend, I don't know if that's gonna affect his sales, but it shouldn't. Who cares about that? You know what I'm saying? I still would buy his shit anyway. You feel me? So it's all about being smart and making investments, bro. It's like I'll plant some seeds, man, for tomorrow or for like the next 5 years. You know, this is what I do when I'm chasing the jackpot. I'm planting seeds for my future life. So that way, in the next 5 years, or whenever I hit again, I'll live good. I'll live fat because I did smart things. You feel what I'm saying? Being a dummy, boy, that's the worst. When you ain't got looks, you genetically inferior, and you don't have brains, you're done for it, bro. You're done for it. You're just not gonna fucking like. You're not gonna you're not gonna succeed, bro. And yes, we got guys out here that are not intelligent, and they're not intelligent, and they don't have looks to back it up. They got bad things working out for them, so they're slacking in the intel part, the intellect, or they slacking in the intelligence spot, and they slacking in the they're slacking in the looks. So they're done for. You know what I'm saying? In this world, bro, you gotta have one of those: looks, money, status. You gotta have one of those, man, if you want to survive in this world. You feel what I'm saying? Looks, status, money. You feel me? If you don't have money, you gotta have the looks. If you don't have looks, you gotta have the money and status, or you won't survive. You know, your genetics won't survive. You know, let's talk about that guy from Fresh and Fit. That guy Fresh, okay? He's sub 5, but he got off his ass and got out there and did something about his situation that he probably was in. You know, he probably didn't get no hoes. He was having a hard time getting women, and he had to come up somehow, man. He had to come up somehow. He did smart things. He started investing. He got with some people, and he got with Fit. You know what I'm saying? Fit was doing something else when they hooked up, though. I think he was doing a fitness channel and shit. But then they came up with an idea, man, that was gonna make them a lot of money. I mean, they kind of fucked it up, you know, saying stupid shit on YouTube, got their channel demonetized, but they're on some other platform now. But these guys are hustlers, bro. You know what I'm saying? They come up with some ideas, man, and that's all it takes is an idea to make you some money. But a lot of guys are not creative like that. But you better get creative. You better. It's kind of like success like that. It's kind of like it's cold out here, bro. It's kind of like being in a laboratory, bro, putting potions and stuff together and see what works and see what don't work. You feel what I'm saying? You know, that's how it. That's how it is. They saw what Kevin Samuels did. I gotta drink some water. they saw what Kevin Samuels did, and they said, "Oh, that works. Okay, why not go inside a room and ask some girls and talk about the same thing that Kevin Samuels is talking about? Yeah, that's a good idea, bro. And we could bring some girls onto the talk show or the podcast and shit like that, and talk about the stuff that Kevin Samuels was talking about, but we're gonna talk about it when they're around, and all the guys, they're gonna fucking tune in because of the chicks and the stuff that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing but talking about red pill shit, man, in front of some chicks. You feel what I'm saying? To get people to watch, because it's kind of like they're using the women for bait, and without bait, you can't catch a fish. You feel what I'm saying? It'll just be a hook, just floating around in the water. You feel what I'm saying? So, no, in order for you to get the fish, you got to put some bait on that hook, and that's what Fresh and Fit did. You could talk about red pill shit all along, and even purple pill and shit like that. But you got to figure out how you can get your audience to tune in. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a way to get them to tune in, so you can start your own thing like that, your own little talk show. You feel me? Have a bunch of girls chilling, and then start talking about red pill stuff. And now they got this thing where I don't know if Fit follows me or not, but now he's doing last time I checked on Fresh and Fit, he's doing the birth control thing. Okay, now Kelcat. I always talk about that time when a female showed up and threw birth control on the bed before we got busy. You feel what I'm saying? So he probably added the shit that I was talking about onto his show, because now he's asking every single female on there, birth control, are you on birth control? You know what I'm saying? So it's all about coming with new ideas and figuring out how can I get people to tune in? How can I get people on this crack that I'm producing? You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of that stuff is crack that they're producing, because they got into trouble. I think Myron said some stuff about the black community, and then that guy Fresh, he got some female pregnant, and when he's supposed to be a red pillar and shit like that, so he basically contradicted himself. You feel what I'm saying? And and they still get followers. They still got followers because what they're serving is crack. You figure out how to get the crack out there, bro, and people will, even though you do bad stuff, they still will come and buy from you. Like, let's say you a drug dealer, right? And you fuck up, you cuss your mama out, slap your sister, and shit like that. But people are gonna forgive you. Why? Because you got that crack. you got them hooked on that crack. And that's why Fresh and Fit still got followers to this day, and they're still making money. They're not making as much money as YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But they're still making money. They had that boat. They came up with a genius way to get motherfuckers to pay their money to get on that boat with a bunch of girls and shit. And all they did was dance with themselves. Boy, you guys are stupid. For you to pay your money and get on there and don't get no numbers, no nothing. It's like, bro, you served yourself, bro. you sold yourself out, just so you could get on there and look at the women that's on there, bro. Like, bro, it's all about getting money, man, and so making yourself valuable. So that way, when I get on a boat like that, I got women flocking to me. You feel what I'm saying? Let's say I'm a big time lotto winner, and went on that little cruise that Fresh and Fit had, right? Man, women will come up to me like, oh my God, he's a baller. Look at that ice. Look at that ice that's around his neck. He's a lotto winner. Oh my God. I would get so much play. But since you guys who paid for that boat trip, man, you wasn't a nobody, and a bunch of guys who were struggling to get women, man, you went there, you saw, you didn't get nothing. Walked away with an empty palm and a hard on. You know, and they suck at you guys because they're smart. Like, you gotta hand it to Fresh and Fit. They're smart. They know how to draw an audience. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, it's all about seeing what works and what don't work. And first you gotta fail. And after you fail a lot of times, bro, you know what I'm saying, after a while you develop a formula. Because first you gotta see what works and what don't work. And see how can you draw I'm not working YouTube. This is not my thing. I'm chasing jackpots. I'm chasing jackpots and shit, man. But if I was on YouTube trying to make my money that way, I would figure out ways to draw a crowd. Like if I hit a jackpot right now, like tomorrow, I probably might come back in a couple of months and start a jackpot lottery channel and shit. And a bunch of motherfuckers, they follow motherfuckers who have won before. I didn't see like winners get up here and make YouTube videos, like lotto winners. There's one guy, he won 100 and something grand, and then he won a few 100,000, and then he got a lottery channel now because he's a winner. So people are gonna flock to him just because he's a lotto winner. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't win millions, but he won hundreds of thousands. You feel what I'm saying? And you gotta be intelligent in this game, man. You can't be a dummy. You feel what I'm saying? If you're dumb, bro, and you don't have looks, you're done for it, bro. That's all I gotta say, man. It's just being smart and getting out there and trying what works and see what doesn't work and what does work. You feel what I'm saying? Can't be a dummy. You can't be a dummy, bro. But I gotta work out. You guys have a good day, man. I'll make another video after I'm done. Peace out, take care, and bless. I am out. I have to work out.